All right. Hello, chat. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Out there into the ether. Make sure the music isn't overpowering me for a second here. There we go. That should be good. That should be good. All right. Boom, there we are. Just gotta fix this real quick. Perfect. There we are. How is everybody? I myself am doing pretty okay. Oh, hello, quack. Quack, quack. Hi, husband. We're just starting. Like, literally just starting. There was a few things I had to take care of before I started streaming, and it just kept getting delayed, but you know, it's just supposed to be a quick little art stream anyway. I just want to do a few things here and there. Yay, I fucking... What'd you do? Huh? What'd you do? Yeah, you fucking made it. Oh, you made... Yeah, you made it. Hi, baby. Yeah, there's just a few things that I want to, like, catch up on, art piece-wise, and, just wanted to make sure everyone knew I wasn't dead. Because I kind of just didn't stream last week, and, like, everyone was really cool about it, but, like, man, I needed some time to, relax and gather myself. That and also my work schedule may be changing, so I'm kind of just, like, on standby and waiting for that to happen. And, as soon as I know more, I'm gonna just make the schedule cards accordingly, but as of now, I'm just kind of playing things by ear, and, I mean, thank you guys for just kind of, like, hanging in there for it, you know? Finish Crash's project. Yeah, that's what I want to work on, too, is, with some of this stuff. I tried not to, though, work on my commissions without the commissioner present. However, the only thing I really have left to do is just to add the highlights. So, like, I don't think I quite necessarily need him here. But I will be sending him updates either way. I gotta take this brace off. I like this thumb brace that my husband motivated to get for me. Hi, baby. He in chat. Hi, baby. But, it's hard to draw with it on. But I really like it. It helps a lot. I just wish I could draw with it on. Oh, thank you for the hearts. I see you in chat. You're so special. do. What's the coolest thing you think you've seen all day? Oh, and also if you pick up cornbread mix, grab some more shredded cheese too, because I used almost all of it at lunch. We didn't have a lot left to begin with. I know, marriage notes in the middle of my stream, how dare I. But please, could you pick up some cheese on the way home? I love you. Thank you. Coolest thing I've seen today is Star Fox Assault multiplayer, where you can ride atop your air wing while firing and snipe people in drive-bys. Lol. Yeah, that sounds actually really awesome. Like, that just sounds like GTA in space. I dig that. By the way, what's up, Grim? And Halo 1 on GameCube. That's funny. Yeah, I was just saying that, well, actually, I lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was saying anymore. No, I was just saying a minute ago that I was working on, the last of this commission. At least just, like, little bits of it, because really all I have to do is, like, highlight it and then, like, finish doing the shading in the background. And, then I'm just gonna see what how Crash feels from there. Secret project stuff right now since I didn't get a chance to all week. Oh, it's all good. Are you gonna be in the Are you gonna be in the testing later, Grim? Available later. Cool. Yeah, sorry we had to put off open season, but this is something that Pro and I have been working on for several years. And I'm gonna get assets done for the open season stream. And then the words escaped my brain all at once, like a dam breaking. But yeah, no, thank you just for like helping out in general. And we'll go over everything too in testing tonight, so you won't be super out of the loop if you don't get to everything. It'll just kind of help you not be so overwhelmed once we start. I will say, like, out loud, like, you don't need to understand the lore of everything or, like, go through every single shard. It's more of, like, the how to play section and just all the different rules and the moves you'll be using. how to use them, stuff like that, just to familiarize on what we'll be doing. All of the lore is just kind of there to like add context and flavor to everything else that's going on. Like, you don't have to read Coda's World to like play the game that we're working on. Yeah, it's pretty digestible, honestly. That's how most people get into it, and why the rules section honestly was a little bit like vague to read for a while, because we were all sort of like, it started out as like just a concept I had with like a 3 dice system plus a coin, and we were all just kind of figuring it out for a while, and now we kind of think we have something that's kind of more akin to like a tangible game. We just need to make sure like everyone has the same context we do. Really excited to be to be working on it. It's so fun. Ugh. It's time to lock in, everybody. I just don't really have much to talk about. I mean, I don't think anyone really wants to hear me talk about work unless you want to hear about how much money I made on Mother's Day, which was an insane amount. So much. And when I say we, I mean the corporation I work for. I didn't make any fucking money. Not until Saturday. Oh boy. actually looking pretty good. Go. Adding highlights is always like the most crucial part, because like if you've made a mistake and you don't realize until you've done the highlights, you really have to go far back to redo so much shit. Look how nice that looks. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. I mean, I've worked traditional before, so like I know what you mean. Like sometimes it's easy to make a line art mistake and be like, oh man, I didn't draw the hair back here correctly. Let me just add these lines over here. And then you zoom out and you realize that you did add the hair. You just didn't see it because of the way that you were zoomed in the image. And adding in those lines that you did actually ruined the entire fucking thing. Traditional art is so hard. People that exclusively do traditional art, I respect immensely. I know he wants there to be the moon reflection in his glasses, but I'm gonna wait until he's around and get his input back on that. Kind of just want to finish some of the shading up and then get some feedback afterwards. I think that's I did his whole character though there. Sweet, yes, now I just have to do the background. What's that style called? It's just my art style. I've nicknamed it Dakota's World Style, based off of my webcomic. It's like just a mix of like different cartoons and stuff I've grown up with over the years. If anyone's ever inspired by it, I have no problems with people taking inspiration from my work. Ohio understanding. Dope, sweet, cool. Welcome to the stream. That's just kind of what we do around here. We draw, I yap. Friends come in, they yap. Just kind of a chill environment. I don't have much to yap about tonight, honestly. There's nothing on my mind in particular. Unless anybody wants me to hyperfixate on history lesson for a very long time, then I could do that. He's floating. He's a floaty little guy. Oh, hey, Proto. What app do you draw in? This is a Clip Studio Paint. Before I used Clip Studio Paint, I used GIMP for a very long time. And GIMP is free. And the newer versions of it are better, but compared to the GIMP that I knew and used to draw in, versus this, I just recommend paying the money to get this program. Because all you have to do is pay one time, and it's yours forever, and you can do really cool stuff in it. Unrealized use max volume at 3 a.m. Same. You know, when I leave for work in the morning, I do just like bump my music all the way up. And then I get on my skateboard. It's like, I mean, like, you know, I have to Ara farm on my way to my sad fast food job. Or else, like, I'm just sad all day. And, like, no one wants sad fast food, alright? So, I have to Ara farm on the way there. And, I just blast, like, Castlevania music on my skateboard. Go really fast down the sidewalks. Pretty cool. Given that GIMP has a way to mod it like Photoshop, that's probably what I'm gonna load up on my new machine. Yeah, I mean, GIMP is really versatile too. I don't know if the newer versions have this ability, but in old GIMP, you were able to make like whole 3D models and even game engines if you understood what you were doing. Some of that goes way beyond me, other than knowing how to make HTML buttons in GIMP. But yeah, it's very versatile. Like, you do all kinds of cool stuff with it. You working on a Krusty Krab or something? No, not quite. Not quite the Krusty Krab. I try not to fully disclose where I'm working, but I do work in, we'll say, premium fast food. It's like one of those places where they go, it's fresh food served fast, not fast food. The code games and PowerPoint growing up, so yeah, I can definitely see that being a thing. Oh yeah. I remember the PowerPoint games. Dude, I remember some fucking mad lad had Oracle of Seasons on their T98 goddamn calculator. That kid was so sad when he lost it. But I'm honestly convinced somebody probably stole it because Homeboy couldn't shut up and stop bragging about it. Oh well. So we can rule out Arby's. Yeah. Definitely not Arby's. Like the place that I work literally closes at 2 o'clock. Definitely not an Arby's. A lot of people probably don't even have one where they live, to be honest. It's a very southern thing. Could you run... Of course, nowadays you get doomed to run on pretty much anything. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could see somebody getting doomed to run on, like, a smart fridge. Has anyone actually gotten doomed to run on a smart fridge? Like, what if I just want to, like, speedrun Doom while I'm eating my cereal in the morning? They got Skyrim to run on a fridge. Good. Alright, now you guys know what the next goal is after you get Skyrim and Doom to run on something. Then you have to see if you can get Mega Man 2 to run on something. And then once Mega Man 2 is successful, then you can get Sonic 2. This is just the natural progression of things, you must understand. Oh wait, we still don't have the source code for any of the classic Mega Mans? I thought we did. Do you used to be a weird kid around 2015, 2020? I'm a little older than that. I would say, like, my weird kid phase was, like, 2013 to 2018. And then I just became a weird adult after 2018. I was in the early, like, days of, like, the Brony fandom. I was here through all of the early Minecraft, and Let's Play, just general, like, early Let's Play fandoms. Like, I kind of came into the internet scene after, and like within certain fandoms after this like big, like, I want to say Genesis wave, like, came through and just changed some things over. Like, old internet kind of like was still around, but it was shifting. Yeah, I'm 26. Yeah, best we got 4 Mega Man games. Some no actual source code releases. Yeah, I guess that makes sense because even with all of the Nintendo Giga Leaks that happened, those aren't necessarily anything that came out on Nintendo, but more or less just like Nintendo first party source codes. So like it's disappointing that things like Mega Man are not included in that. We'd have to get really lucky, I feel like, to get something like that made publicly available. Yeah, all of the Giga Leaks were miracles. Like I really wish for a Sega Giga Leak because of all of just like the mysteries and the what ifs throughout the years that we'll just never have answered otherwise. Genuinely. I really, uh, if you guys are, how many of you guys are aware of Nights into Dreams? I'm sure most of you know what Nights into the Dreams are, but we got a couple new faces, so I want to make sure I just ask before I go into a deep dive. Yeah, I mean, like a good way to put it, we're just nerds. We're just nerds. We're not coders. We just understand how these things are supposed to function. How do you reply like that? Oh, you just have to at the person. You just have to type at and then the person's username. Um, so I'm gonna take that as everyone's knowledge on Nights in a Dream is limited. Let me save this real quick. Because I have to contact Crash before I can fully move on with that. So I'll work on this here next. Take a quick handbrake. So, Nights into Dreams was Sega's secondary mascot from the mid 90s. Because they tried really hard. They tried really hard to find their Zelda. You know what I mean? Because Nintendo had their two powerhouses, which was Mario and Zelda. And, you know, Sega, they had Sonic, and they kept trying to find their secondary mascot, but nothing was really landing until they landed on Knights. And so, it's okay. Take your time. You'll get it. Um. So all of that being said, they kind of put their focus into Knights when they were releasing the ill-fated Sega Saturn. Now, in Knights itself, Knights into Dreams had a very short development cycle. If I remember correctly, it was only 7 months. They spent 7 months developing the game, which makes sense. It's a pretty short game, all things considered. Very limited, with their mascots. But, because of that, there were concepts that they wanted to add into Knights that didn't fully make it into the game. And one of those concepts being that Knights changes physically to how he acts in the game, or how they react in the game. Because Knights is supposed to be neutral, you know, they're not good or evil. And the way that your actions, basically, anyone who's a Sonic fan knows what the fuck a Chow is. I'm gonna just mute the music for a second, because it's really distracting me, to be honest. Everyone knows what Chow are, from Sonic, and everyone knows that you can either make them, good or evil, right? Well, they were basically gonna do that for Knights. How you treated the environment and the Knightopians around you, it was gonna make him look either more good or more evil. And then there was gonna be a hidden boss called Self that fans theorize, and again theorize because we don't quite really know, was gonna be a reflection of the player's self and their actions up until that point, if they've been virtuous or if they've been neutral or evil. And we have found earlier versions of Knights that have some of this data left over, but we have no source codes and we don't have any earlier versions of Knights than this. And I would really think it'd be top priority to find some Knights source code and get to the bottom of the mystery of Self. We only know that Self was supposed to exist because we found his name in the source code with the other bosses, and we also found an unused boss icon. And then of course later in the beta, when that was found and decompiled, they found a door that was supposed to lead to the boss after you completed a certain thing or found a certain amount of emblems, which we also found an unused asset for those emblems in the beta. Is the character fighting? Yeah, they're fighting each other. They're in a battle. You know, if I know this is supposed to be a short stream, but if my thumb starts to give out on me, then I'll switch to the documentary that this is all documented in, because it's a really interesting topic, and I feel like more people should be aware of the search for self, because it's two things. We need the source code, and or we need an earlier beta than the one that we currently have archived. But even then, we may have never had Self made physically. He may have just always been a concept. We are turtles. Ush. Source leak for Knights doesn't necessarily mean you'll get access to Self as a fully coded entity. If his code was unfinished, it depends on how complete the code is. Yeah, ultimately, I feel like the most we would get, is a design, if Self does exist in earlier beta, I'm not expecting like a full-fledged boss fight. I'm the very least just expecting like maybe a 3D model with a few animations attached. But like based on like what they've talked about with Self, he was a very like well thought out part, integral part of the game, because Knights has like was inspired by like concept of shadow and ego and self, and that's where his name comes from originally, actually. And it would make sense too if they had that whole mechanic in where like your actions directly impact the world around you, that there would be an optional boss that you'd have to go fight to where you have to confront yourself. I really wish they would just remake Knights and like really tap into these concepts hardcore instead of tiptoeing around it, because like it just seems like such a cool like idea that went unfulfilled in the 90s. Like, Nights into Dreams is a very good game. It deserves to be played and loved and preserved in the state that it's in right now. But like, man, is it so disappointing that like they never went full. I just don't feel like they ever used the full potential that Knights had to like be a storytelling powerhouse. So hope I'm getting our hands on the original Mega Man X prototype. I want to see what that Manticore looking Maverick fully looked like. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Given Yuji Naka's various escapades since then, it's probably Pipe Dream Nights sequel / remake from Sega. Not true. I'll say not entirely true, because the most recent Nights game we got in 2011 had nothing to do with Yuji. That was all Iizuka. So, like, I mean, if, you know, Sega really wanted to, and Iizuka was down for it, they could do it, but, like, the last one that they made on the Wii just did not do well because they tried to really focus on motion controls, and, like, they just kind of went in the wrong direction with, like, the story. Like, they kind of just told a more, British soap opera-esque version of what the story was supposed to be in the Saturn game. And it's not like the worst thing in the world, but like it's definitely what didn't feel like I was playing Nights into Dreams at some point. And I don't know, like I said, I feel like if they do a remake, they should just super lean into like, you know, the patent that they made, that they're sitting on, and that they've been sitting on since the goddamn 90s. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm sorry, but you're going to invent this really cool like game system where you have a direct control over how life around you evolves and how you impact the creatures in the world around you, and you do nothing with it for, I'm sorry, what year is it? For 3 goddamn decades? What? Sega, what? Why are you screaming? Because Sega confuses me on a personal level sometimes. They don't make sense. Someone make it make fucking sense. I was like, this is on properties, never using it outside of cameos. Yeah. Have you tried raw egg with ice cream? No, I have not. No, thank you. What's your opinion on the new brain rot? I mean, it's like people act like brain rot is like kind of a new thing when it's always really been a thing. We just kind of call it something different like every generation, you know. Like at some point, like reading books was considered brain rot. It's like, why don't you just go outside and use your head, dumbass? And like that's me being hyperbolic, right? I obviously don't fucking mean it that. But like that's just kind of how like people see things and when something's new, you know. It takes a minute for like the new thing to just kind of become normal. And now it's like we see people reading books and we're like, oh, well, at least they're not like consuming, you know, TikTok brain rot. What it really all comes down to is just how like people consume their media and enjoy these things in general, because like as long as you're not abusing something, like you're not like doing it to a point where like you're neglecting yourself or responsibilities in your life and things like that, it's honestly really harmless, you know. It's like, you know what, you do your homework for like an hour or two and then you want to like watch some like TikTok shorts for 20 minutes. It's whatever. You just can't let it consume yourself, you know. AI troll Tantan Sahar some like, I mean, again, like with that, I don't condone any like AI bullshit, to be completely honest, but like even then, like with shit like that, you kind of just have to like let it go. It's going to just exist, whether if I like it or not. And the only thing you can do is just like exnate from your personal spaces, you know what I mean? Just checking the TCRF page for Knights, I see a lot of unused stuff for self, like nameplates and icon. You're very well coded to do some degree in an older beta, unless they were just placeholders. Yeah, that's kind of like what the main theory is right now, because we found, we found those unused boss icons and nameplates and such. What's the word? There's just a lot more that needs to be, like, looked for, you know? It's like, I really love, like, Lost Media in this sense because, like, looking for, like, cut bosses from, like, a obscure, cult classic game just really feels like you're trying to find Troy. Like, and no one believes you. Everyone tells you you're crazy. And then you find some scraps of evidence, and you're like, oh, but see, look, it's there! I told you it was there at one point. Sorry, I'm trying not to yell. I get really passionate really easily. When they canceled Matt. Yeah, when's the Capcom Mega League coming? Like, come on. Could you imagine? Actually, Grim, could you just imagine for a moment we had an actual Capcom Giga League? We'd be able to play Mega Man Legends 3. I feel like people would just cry. Like, grown men would actually cry on that day. Calling it Legends 3 is going to get leaked on 4chan in the next 5 years. God damn, you know, I really hope you manifested that into existence. I really hope that that actually manifests itself into existence. So we were promised Mega Man Legends 3 years ago. Lifetimes ago, even. Where do you open 4chan? On the internet, typically. It's a web, it's just a website forum. It's one of the, like, older ones. So just be careful, like, how you use it, because people on there are a little, well, passionate about using it. Or was it the last con that the Mega Man Legend 3 demo was at before the massive cancellation of everything Mega Man at the time? Wait, did you get to play it? I mean, did you get to play it? That's insane. It's all in Mega Man universe. Okay, I guess that makes sense. God, that's just so frustrating of Capcom. It's like, yeah, let's put all of our money into all these different Mega Man projects, and then we're gonna just cancel them all once we have them greenlit and announced. This is a great idea, guys. Don't worry about it. Like, what were they thinking? Oh, to be fair, I think Resident Evil 6 kind of blew the load on that too a little bit. They really lost a lot of money with Resident Evil 6. You really have any interest in the Legends series? Yeah, totally fair. Oh yeah, see man. Thanks for joining. Also, I see you, Proto. Oh yeah, I see you. Hang on, let me abduct you.
Ooh, what up?
Hello.
I was just spending a little time out. Oh, I mean, I wasn't just spending a little time outside, but I was spending some time outside because it was pretty nice. It's kind of nice earlier, despite the pollen in the air. Just doing some outdoor drawing.
That's
The
good.
best kind of drawing.
Very cool. Yeah, kind of just been working on this stuff. I was doing a little bit of Crash's mission earlier, and then I decided I was just gonna wait until he's around to do the rest of it. But I wanted
Not a bad idea.
I wanted to get a little further into it because I've kind of been neglecting it.
Could be worse. Could be me.
Wait, you
Still got to do mine. I've been kind of distracted by everything.
wait. If you have commissions waiting on you.
Singular commission. I kind of hit like a really bad art block and burn out, so I had to like with the commission specifically, so I had to like
Take a break.
take a break from it.
I totally get that. I'll be honest too. There was just a straight like day or two where I was just like, I don't want to highlight anything. Universe had potential.
I'll be getting to that.
Level maker and costumes offer quite a bit of options. Yeah, Mega Man Universe looked really cool. I remember being very upset when I heard that one got canceled. It was intended to be a spiritual successor powered up. MMU was gonna have a base campaign that was literally just a Mega Man 2 remake. Damn.
As much as I like to make fun of Mega Man 2, I do think it is the game that probably deserves to remake the most because original Mega Man 2 is very, very jank.
It like is
in the later stages.
Yeah, but like I also like my husband, for instance, he really likes Mega Man 2. Mega Man 2 is actually his favorite. And I think it was like the other night I finally was like, you know, I really like Mega Man, but Mega Man 2 is just not the game. Like, why is it your favorite? And like the way that he explained it to me is just like it's a good non-Mega Man player Mega Man game. Like if you like NES games,
it's not a bad way of
explaining
saying
it.
why people. Like a lot of the people who do say that Mega Man 2 is favorite aren't really Mega Man fans. Like they're not primarily Mega Man fans. They're usually fans of something else, like Mario.
Yeah, they just like Mega Man 2. They think that the game is fun.
Or they're old, one or the other.
Yeah, you know what? And you know what my husband really loves? He loves Zelda 2. He's actually a hardcore Zelda 2 defender. So like it makes sense he likes Mega Man 2. I get why people really like Mega Man 2, but like as a Mega Man game, not the best. Just definitely not the best. Mega Man 3 is probably one of my favorites from the classic series. I'll play 3 any day.
4 is still my favorite out of the NES games.
4 is a good game. I just don't. I can't really like. I'd say 4 is like right below 3 for me. I just can't place it above 3 for some reason. I just really fuck with the way 3 plays.
I haven't gone back to Vanilla 3 in years, but I've just been so spoiled by Revamped, which I will stream if I get to 130 subs, so
get to it, people.
there's your advertising. 7 more people.
All right, listen. 7 more people. Listen, everyone. I'm gonna start stealing lunch money if you don't subscribe to Proto right now. All right. Whatever you were gonna have for lunch tomorrow, it's gone unless you subscribe to him. You have entered big bully territory, and I will bully you into subscribing to my friend.
And it's not just 3 revamps. I'm doing like a whole plan on doing like a whole marathon of the 1 through 3 revamped, the whole Ron Mech trilogy.
Oh yeah, it'd be a lot of fun.
That's gonna be exciting.
Love the NES sequel trilogy. So such a Mega Man 1 fan. Not, you know what? I can't even like if you like Mega Man 1, I can't take that away from anyone. It's just a really hard NES game. The first 2 really
It's hard, but I'd say it's like still like pretty solid. It's a good, like, I wouldn't say it's like outdated or whatever. Like, it aged decently for like the first game in the series. It's like a lot of other games, NES games in the 80s, were kind of going through growing pains.
Yeah, and like honestly, like they had a lot of good ideas with Mega Man 1. They just didn't know how to execute them properly. Which is, you know, we have to be thankful that Capcom even gave Mega Man a second chance, because they almost didn't. And they're like, alright, yeah, you can make it, but you gotta do it in your own free time, bub.
I'm like kind of decent at Mega Man. Like, I used to think it was like way harder than it actually is, but
It's not too bad. I've beaten it before.
Fireman dies to me in my sleep, and there's Luckman's Toadman syndrome.
I see the way you put that.
Fireman is so brain dead in Mega Man 1. His AI
Especially
just
with
doesn't
his
work.
weakness, yeah.
Like, even though without his weakness, he's easier.
Oh, wait, you're right. That's right. I remember that. He's really fucking broken. I totally forgot about how broken he is.
Yeah, just wait for him to shoot.
Poor Fireman.
And you just win. Of course, if you're a first-time player and you're just playing casual, you don't know this, so he's gonna give you trouble. Which he did for me the first time I played.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a little embarrassed how long it took for me to really like understand Electman's Toadman syndrome.
Yeah, don't worry. That's normal.
Yeah, I figured it out eventually. I got it.
You can imagine how pissed I got until I was like, oh, wait a minute. Adding these rocks here because it just doesn't feel complete enough without something over here.
Yeah, I guess like giving it a little more I should say making it less sparse. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I was gonna ask about the ROM hack sampler, if like when you're doing that stream.
Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta schedule that out here. I'm a little preoccupied this week. I'm
Yeah,
making
yeah, it's true.
yeah,
Like
it's
this, probably not this week. We have all the stuff that needs to be taken care of, but
um, I'd
no, something
say
you were looking forward to doing.
let's see, when will I be free? No, Big Young. Honestly, I could probably set something up for next Tuesday.
That could work if I'm not doing a open season. That is.
Yeah, I'll have to figure that one out, I guess. Oh,
Scheduling
well.
stuff is so hard.
I know, especially with my... It wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have a job. But I need that job.
I have a. Oh, I don't have a job, but I have volunteer work now, so
Oh, okay, well that's cool.
experience. I'll take it. Oh, is that a new person or
Looks
someone's
like a
entered
new
the chat at least.
Yeah, looks like a new person. Hey, what's up?
Welcome to the stream.
The hardest guy or the easiest guy? There's no in between. Yep, fair.
All right, Doom co-comments on next Tuesday. All right. Scheduling stuff is such a pain sometimes.
Yeah, I know. We'll figure it out.
Maybe I'll have to do it on like a Wednesday or something. We'll figure this out off stream.
Actually, Wednesday could work. Not tomorrow, but a Wednesday
Yeah,
could
not
work. I have 300 cookies to bake. Listen, it wasn't my idea. I just agreed to this because I love my husband that much.
A lot of hearts in chat.
There are a lot of hearts in chat. Oh, it's past 5 o'clock. That probably means my husband's watching. Hi, baby.
Oh,
Spam more hearts. Spam harder if it's you. He probably can't type right now because he's walking. Oh, well, actually the hearts... Nope, nope, there they go. There they go. There they go. Yep, it's him. Ah, that's so cute. That's so cool.
And in other news, I don't want to spoil too much, but I revived an OC concept that I was sitting on since 2 years ago.
Ooh, very nice. That's very exciting.
Yeah. Still gotta like scan that one eventually. Also, for some reason, the half the arena kind of reminds me like a mix of like a Hot Wheels track and those parking garage playsets that used to be kind of popular with kids in like the 2000s.
Oh, kind of does look like that. You're right. Yeah, I just wanted something that would be like kind of fun and parkour-esque.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, okay, that's funny. It was actually just Grim.
Donald's Play Place. We're at.
Yeah, I can't wait to share more about the project that we're working on in general. And, like, being able to explain, like, what this all even is. It's just been, God, it's been stressful, but, like, it has been really, you know, fun and educational even to, like, work on something like this.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how people are gonna enjoy it, especially if we're gonna give it more exposure this year.
Oh, yeah.
Just gotta keep enticing people, I guess. I'm also glad I stopped going to the McDonald's Play Place. Even if the times I did get sick from McDonald's were mostly just from like food poisoning and not like unwashed children or whatever.
The McDonald's place, man. There was one where I lived that was like made out of wood for the longest time. It was like this wood castle, and that thing, I swear to God, smelled like mildew all the goddamn time. But it was so fun. It was so fun to play in, but like it would
you just
make
ignored the mildew smell.
You had to, man. Dude, no, there's always kids playing on it. Sometimes it wasn't too bad, but then other times you were like basically breathing in mildew. That thing, I think they had to take it out after one of the really big hurricanes because obviously it already had that smell problem. And they probably went back and examined it and was like, yeah, this is just a lawsuit waiting to happen.
There's more toxic spores than actual wood in that McDonald's Play Place.
Probably. If it were in the 1860s. You guys don't understand. Things like that were very, like, common in Florida up until, like, I want to say, like, the 2010s is when, like, the last wooden playgrounds were, like, taken out. They'd just be nasty as fuck, honestly. But, like, they were fun. I can't express it enough. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, you know what? It's a rotting wooden castle that probably is going to give someone, like, tetanus or, like, super cancer. But you know what? We had fun. And we survived. Alright?
Lots of survivorship bias.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, I drank from the hose and was lucky enough to not get lead poisoning. That means it's totally safe, guys.
I drank from the hose too, guys.
How's the lead taste?
I wouldn't say it was necessarily, like, good for me to do that, but, like, I wouldn't encourage anyone else to, but, like, I lived. You know what I mean?
Lead maxing.
I'm lead maxing right now. And
There's
understand the Midwest having
a
wood.
pretty big, pretty big wooden playground. It's not too far from. Well, I say not too far. It's within driving distance, but that's what constitutes as not too far from me, I guess.
Yeah.
But I had like a pretty big one. It was in pretty good condition last time I was there when I was a kid. Decent size. Like there's like also like spaces for like adults as well. There's like this rocking chair bench thing that the adults liked.
Oh, I've seen those before. Those are fun.
Good place to just chill in the shade while your kids just role play or whatever, or LARP.
Yeah.
I mean like actual LARPing, not like the TikTok definition that people are saying.
Oh my god, dude. I remember the Warrior Cats. I remember the Warrior Cats LARPs on the playground. I would get abducted into from time to time because I didn't have many friends.
Come climb up the stairs on all fours with us.
Yeah. Because, like, there was just some, like, kind of, I wouldn't say forest, but, like, there was shrubs and stuff, like, nearby the playground. So, like, that's where all the Warrior Cats kids would hang out. They'd just hang out by the shrubs and, like, play in the bushes and shit. And they'd be like, oh, yeah, this is my clan. This whole bush right here, this is my clan.
It's a very small territory, but it's mine.
It's mine, and I own it. That's right, son. I own the world. Sorry. Sorry.
I had friends who were like really big into the fandom, but I only read like one or two of the books when I was like desperate for something to read for like mandatory reading in school.
Oh, that's
my.
I always just got the
secondhand.
fandom. Yeah, I always got secondhand drama from my friends who were in the fandom. They'd be like, yo, this book was shit. I hate how it was written. This character did this. I'm like, no way, tell me more. That was kind of like our gossip. We would just shit talk about the books that we read that we didn't like.
That's the fun kind of gossip instead of just gossiping about like.
Yeah, I don't know, people, drama.
Classmates, for like no reason.
Oh, hey, baby.
Oh, Crash is free from work finally.
He's cooking. I love you. Cool. Finally free from work. Talking about books I'm gonna offer the Portrait of Dorian Gray. Oh, that's interesting. Thank you for the book
vaguely
suggestion.
remember the premise of it, but I never read it.
And we were talking about like old cringe kid LARPing, and then that got us on the topic of Warrior Cats kids. Oh, hang on, let me get to where.
It's also kind of funny that
here it is. How does this look so far,
all the
Crash?
guys kind of had like, they all kind of like dressed like similarly, I guess, or like not dressed similarly. Like, they all kind of had like a look. Like they're all, like I guess just kind of like the look of like sheltered kids who didn't get to read out like quote unquote cooler stuff, but I don't know the actual way to describe.
You know, what I find really funny. I never finished Catcher in the Rye low key just because I was really bored and getting into Mega Man Zero at the time. My attention span was
I don't
short.
blame you at all.
My attention span
Why
was
would you want
short.
to read Catch in the Rye when you have Mega Man Zero?
Yeah, I had just gotten that for my DS, man. My thumb hadn't even broken yet. I was a goddamn pro gamer at that time. So, like, I never finished it. But, my sister did. And she was like, I literally didn't get the point of any of it. She was like, he was just angry the whole time and a shithead, and then saw no consequences for it. And you know, she doesn't always have like the best media opinions, but the way she explained it, I'm like, I don't even know if I want to finish it ever. Maybe that's just like her biased like view of it, but like it's the way she made it sound was like a colossal waste of time.
The only thing I got out of Catch in the Rye was an idea for like a Scott the Woz sketch for one of his reviews where he hires a prostitute just to talk to her about like whatever game he was reviewing in this video.
Okay, that's funny.
I'm not even in the fandom. I just think that's something he would do in reference to Catch in the I don't know.
That is actually that's funny.
Mega Man Zero is not responsible for the death of John Lennon. Therefore, it's superior.
Thing is, Mega Man Zero has over Catcher in the Rye. Mega Man Zero is not responsible for the death of John Lennon. Yeah, you know what? That's a really good point, Grim. As a Beatles fan, I appreciate you pointing that out. That's awesome. The moon. Oh yeah, I was gonna wait for you to be around to do the moonshine because I wanted to make sure that I do it right. The chain in are not metal. Oh, did I make them too shiny? I can take the shine away from them. That's fine. I feel like they have much depth or curvature. I think shading it in a certain way gives that curvature. Okay. No problem. And see, that's why I wanted to stop before I got too far into it. I just wanted to make some progress.
Waiting on Moonshine sounds like the name of a band.
Waiting on Moonshine. It does sound like a... That does sound like a southern rock band. Waiting on Moonshine. Anyway.
Oh, you see, the band is called Way on Moonshine Grim because the singer worked a job doing that, so at bars. So
Yeah.
that kind of turned into them deciding to make a band.
Yeah, you're all good. I understood that you were at work. That's why I had other things set up to do. That way, I could just take care of the thing that I didn't really need input on, and then work on other stuff while I waited for feedback.
What are they doing?
Just experiment here real fast. I probably will have to cut the stream short here. Because my dinner will be ready sooner than later, but I'm gonna make a little bit of progress here while I can. Oops, wait.
That's right, tonight is the big night.
Oh yeah, for testing.
For those of you on the server.
And since I got other stuff to do before tonight's test. Yeah. Yeah, no worries, Graham. We'll see you around. Get to know I was also a crappy book. Just an angry teen being angry for no reason. It was my dad's favorite book. Yeah. And, like, that's the thing. I think that's why I was so disappointed, honestly, because I had a lot of people I grew up with that, like, we'll say, like, come from the 80s. And they gassed the fuck up the book. Like, it was, like, the best thing in the entire world. And, like I said, it just couldn't retain my attention. I don't even remember what part I stopped at. I just remember being like, well, this could be worse, but I have a new game that I want to play, so...
You didn't miss much. Just more angst.
Yeah. And it's like, I already kind of have that in, like, other things that I consumed media-wise, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's try to get the shape of the moon here.
I wonder where am I going with this thing with Jen? I was gonna make some joke about how the lead in their brain is why they like Minion memes so much. That's where I was going with that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's funny because the way that this looks right now, it looks like I've spawned the moon onto Crash as like a special move.
Just it's this very small moon. One of those mini moons.
It's my final smash.
Drop the moon on his face.
Figure out how I'm going to do this. My favorite comer of age is Jeremy Fink, The Meanest Life. Touching story about a kid gathering keys across town to open a lockbox left by his late father. Aww. Oh nah. Oh hell nah. Jigsaw be torturing me by a moon to my head. If I could only figure out how to make this look right. Oh, actually, I think that helped a little bit.
No, I say the motion blur made it look like you were throwing the moon at his head.
It kind of did.
Your catch.
That's such a... That caught me.
Him. Just knock him off the chair. You were never seen again.
I'm gonna beat you with the moon. Yeah, and maybe something like that? You may fascinate a man by moonlighting him gone wrong. Oh my god. Ooh, not that. Not that either. That just looks like a piss cloud. Okay. You know what? I think this is a sign.
You know where this is going.
Something like that. Oh, okay, okay. So I had it good the first time. Cool. Well, then I think I will just end this here for now. I still want to, in the background here, I actually plan on adding some more shading to the clouds and stuff. I just wanted to figure that part out first and foremost. And, let's see. Yeah, that's all one layer, so that's actually going to be really easy to shade later. Let's save that real quick. But yeah, no piss please. Sorry. I didn't know it was gonna look like that. It's gone now, I swear. Anyway. Thanks guys for just hopping in. I know the art streams right now are kind of like a little spontaneous and sparse, but like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I'm kind of just trying to feel some things out. Like, they're changing around the schedules at work, and, you know, we've got this new project we're working on, and I've got to schedule around a routine for that. And then also, Proto and I have to figure out how to schedule our lives around a 3-person Let's Play collab. So, that all being said, you know, I will let you guys know when I'm streaming, and if I do make schedule cards, I make schedule cards, you know what I mean? Appreciate everyone, just being patient and enjoying the streams regardless. No big. Have a good night. I'll see you later. Yeah, you too, man. Good luck with streaming
All right,
later.
everybody. Later.
Everyone that's left in the stream should go raid Crash's stream later. That is my decree. But yeah.
Good idea.
I'm gonna end it here. Have a good night, guys. And anyone that's
Good night,
gonna be
everybody.
in testing later, I will see you later. Goodbye.
Later.